Give thanks. As followers of Christ, sometimes God asks us to do some difficult things. For instance, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 18 says, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Paul, in his letter to the church in Thessalonica, encouraged the believers to give thanks always, in all circumstances. Humanly speaking, it is easy to give thanks when all is well with you and your family. However, it is not easy to give thanks in the face of sickness, lack, disappointment, unemployment, or the loss of a loved one. Often, when your circumstances are not favorable, you struggle to believe that what you are enduring is the will of God for you. Some years ago, I experienced a season of unemployment, and it was not always easy to be thankful. I often question, how can this be God's will for me? When He said that I am to be the head and not the tail. When He said, no good thing will He withhold from them that walk upright. But it was during this season I learned and saw things in my heart I never knew were there. Things like entitlement. I thought, why should I struggle when I have served God faithfully for years? Why should I have to trust God daily for my bread? Why can't the God who is in control of all things just give me a job? It was in this season I realized that I had mistaken God's grace for entitlement. It was in this season I learned that God owed me nothing, and He had already proven His love for me on Calvary. And even if He does nothing else for me, He had already done more than enough. God used that difficult season in my life to change my heart and my perspective. I believe that is what Paul was alluding to when he said to be thankful in all circumstances. It is often the uncomfortable circumstances that teach us the hardest lessons and unveil what is really in our hearts. It is often the difficult seasons in our lives that God uses to change us from glory to glory and work everything out for our good. I thank God for that season because it was in that difficult season Lifeline Devotion was born. I don't know what circumstances you are confronted with at this time. Whatever it is, thank God. Thank God for every mountain and thank Him for every valley. It may not feel good, but it is working together for your good. And yes, it is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. God bless you.